This was anticipated to be a major day, a defining day in this case, and it has certainly lived up to that hype. But when the day began, it was big question mark. There was a big question mark as to whether or not we were going to hear from any witnesses. The first witness that was expected to be called was a no-show in court. They did eventually appear by Zoom remotely. Robin Yeardy, she worked for a brief time in the DA's office and also was a close friend and one-time roommate of Fani Willis, and it was her testimony that was extremely significant. She testified that through her own observations and from Fani Willis telling her that the relationship between Willis and Nathan Wade, her top prosecutor, began in 2019. Why is that important? Well, in a written response to the court, Willis said that their relationship, a personal relationship, began in 2022. The judge here presiding over this case, Scott McAfee, had indicated that he may disqualify Willis from this case if he sees evidence that the DA personally benefited from this relationship, this personal relationship with Nathan Wade. He was really adamant that that's what he wanted to hear, but today's testimony has focused a lot as well on the credibility of Nathan Wade, the lead prosecutor. He was on the stand earlier today, and there was some issues as to whether or not he was fully truthful in some of the documents related to his divorce proceedings, as well as an affidavit that was submitted as a response to try to throw this hearing out. This hearing, of course, did go forward, and it is continuing in the process right now. Nathan Wade is continuing to be questioned and grilled about his relationship and the details surrounding that relationship with his boss, Fani Willis.
Did you take a trip with Miss Willis in 2023 to Belize?
I did.
Did you take a trip to California with Miss Willis in 2023?
I did.
Did you pay for those trips on that credit card?
I used the credit card to book the travel, but understand.
She paid you back cash.
Well, let me say this. Let's take the Belize trip, for example, since you started there. That was a birthday gift to me, so I paid nothing for that trip. Zero.
Okay. So the charges that are on your card, she gave you cash for?
She did.
The charges for Belize in March 2023 on that credit card, those are things you purchased to go with Miss Willis to Belize.
Those are things that we booked with my card that she paid, yes.
Yes. So those show up on your credit card?
They do.
And you're saying that she paid you cash to reimburse you for all of that?
She did.
And she paid you cash for both of your portions or just hers?
Both.
Okay, so that trip, Belize, just Belize, she paid you for everything on Belize?
The entire trip.
Okay.
The financial affidavit that was filed in your divorce case in January 2022, you estimated your monthly income at that time was $14,000 a month, right?
In 22?
January 22.
Yes, ma'am.
January 23, what'd that number come to?
9,000.
What about 2024?
I don't know.
Is that there in front of you? Is that one? That's not one of the ones that's there in front of you?
No, ma'am.
All right. So as reflected in those financial affidavits, your income decreased as a result of your work in this case, correct?
Significantly.
Nick Valencia, CNN, Atlanta.